What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out. We're doing some live stuff, impromptu, on the spot. So I'm just gonna kind of hang out and wait for all of you to start showing up because I got some exciting stuff to talk about today. We're gonna be talking about videos. We're gonna be talking about GoPros, Move, and stuff like that, and blah. So I have my computer over here. If you guys also have any questions, I'm using my smartphone now. I'm using my iPhone to do the live streaming. I typically do my live streamings from this table. Hey, what's up, Omar? Welcome. I typically do my streaming from this table, but this is like super last minute. We were just like, that's Laura right there. Hey, Laura. Say hi. Yeah, we were supposed to go out today, and plans. We are supposed to go out today, but plans kind of didn't go the way we planned. We don't feel too good. Peter Casey, what's going on, man? I have everything on my laptop over here, so I can see the comments a little bit easier. I do see them on the phone, but I wanted to have two multiple areas, and I think, believe it or not, the camera on the phone looks a little bit better. It might look a little bit better. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. But the topic of today on this live is surrounding GoPro, because I've been getting a lot of comments about people trying to use their GoPros with different gimbals, and you can. And what better opportunity to just give you a sneak peek of the Smove Pro, because I have the Smove Pro. Smove is the company that I've been using a lot for my day-to-day gimbal. That's the little guy that extends, like this guy over here. Yeah. And I like it so much. I typically have the Smove Mobile and the DJI Osmo Mobile or the Smove 4. I switch them back and forth depending on what I need that day. But that Smove is, the Smove Mobile is a constant because of that extension. I really like that for jib shots and angles and stuff like that. But I always carry two on me. So before we proceed, let's talk about, let's read those comments here real quick. Omar, I'm doing pretty good, man. Pretty good. Not perfect. Peace and blessings. Back to you, man. Thank you. Thank you. What's going on, Peter Casey? Hey, Overlord is here. What is going on, Overlord? Welcome back. Welcome back. I haven't seen you in a while. Laura, Louise says hi.
Okay. Hi.
So yeah, let's talk about some Smove Pro real quick, because I'm gonna do a proper video unboxing for this, and like the 5 reasons why I like this gimbal. But I was having some downtime today in between editing and focusing on the wife, that we're gonna open this bad boy real quick. We did a little mild unboxing on New York City, but I wanted to go a little bit deeper and actually attach a GoPro to it. Oh. Here we go. So this is the Smove Pro. It's made by the same people that make the Smove Mobile. It is metal. It is metal, and it's very nice. The arm does not retract, so it's a one size fit. And I am actually gonna use my dumb phone. Where's my dumb phone? My dumb phone is a phone that used to belong to my mom, and I just kept it as a dummy. That way I could use my phone and film. But yeah, this is the whole idea with this guy, right? Just for me to be able to place it and demo stuff like that. I'm not doing really good. We got Rob. Oh, that sucks, man. Hope everything gets straightened up, man. Sorry to hear that, Omar. It looks like you like the Smove more than the other gimbals. You know what? I'm gonna be really honest with you, not perfect. I love all the gimbals because all of them have specific capabilities. Having said that, I do appreciate that the Smove kind of goes around the traditional things and gives you the extension, like the quick rotation to portrait. You can do motion time lapses outside of the app. So if you need to do a motion time lapse with Instagram and you want it to move left and right, you can do those things. Plus, I'm collaborating with them a little bit. So disclaimer, I am working with Smove. They are facilitating some of the gear for me to talk about it and review it and show you what is possible with them. Having said that, if I wouldn't believe in it, I wouldn't show it. They actually gave me some products that I'm like, I'm not 100% sure I'm gonna do videos on that. But so far with the Smove Mobile and the Smove Pro, they're looking pretty good. Omar, I hope everything gets sorted out, man. And yeah, that sucks. That sucks big time. I'm sorry you're going through that. But yeah, guys, Smove Pro, this guy rotates full 360. That's actually pretty cool. So you can literally like spin these guys, boom, 100%. So if you're doing tracking and a full 360 or something like that, you can definitely track and record and, you know, move around freely, so to speak. Overlord says, every time I hear the word gimbal, I get hungry because it sounds like food. It's like candy. But anyhow, guys, the cool thing about this gimbal, and I'm going to do once again proper testing on this thing, is that you can actually remove this little piece in the back and attach your GoPro. So I'm going to use my nails over here. I recommend you using something a little bit sturdier. And I am going to, hey, Rig, no worries, man. Swing by, and we'll talk soon, anytime. By the way, guys, if you have any other questions about the different gimbals that you currently have, feel free to let me know, and we'll address them shortly as soon as I'm done attaching this GoPro to this gimbal. But as you can see, we detach the little grippy thing for the phone, and it comes with this plate. It's like a little L-shaped plate, and I am going to put this here. It has like a little space, like a little area for it. Let me get closer so you can see this. There we go. Yeah, so this guy goes right in there. And now I am going to attach it. And here we go. I mean, it's not too hard to put a screw in the situation, but I don't know, I guess when you're in the spot. There we go, it's slowly coming in. Perfect. In the meantime, guys, how is your weekend? Have you guys, some of you have gotten different gimbals, the Osmo, the Smove 4, the DJI Osmo Mobile, the Smove Mobile, all that fun stuff. How is everything working out for you? Let me know in those comments. And if you have any questions, this is it. This is the chance to do so. Stop reviewing good stuff, or I'm going to regret having... It happens all the time. This industry never stops moving, and I mean, it's kind of cool. Oh, guys, I was actually putting it the wrong way. There it is. This industry just keeps coming at it, man. Like, DJI released... I dropped the screw. DJI released the the DJI Osmo Mobile. Smove Q came out, Smove 4 came out, the Smove Mobile came out, and they've had this one out for a while, but I find it very, very interesting. Bro, I don't understand why I'm struggling so much with this screw right now. I think I have to reevaluate my priorities in life. Let me use something to kind of like clamp it down, because my finger is literally not working for this. All right, you can get some great boom, jib, or crane shots with the Smove Q on a monopod. Yes, Organic Farmer, that is true. I am tempted by the Osmo 2. Yeah, the Osmo 2 is pretty cool. So I did try to set up a microphone, Frank. The one thing that I'm challenged with still is I want my rig to be practical. I don't want to be carrying around a lot of equipment. I don't want it to look bulky. I want it to look pretty straightforward, something that I can just pick up and go. And so far, most of the solutions require you to fish wires around and kind of like make it all weird, and I don't know, it's not quite there 100%. All right, guys, but here it is. I added this little mount instead of the regular mount for the phone that it was here originally. And the whole idea with this thing is, I believe there's a screw on the side here that you can actually mount your GoPro. So using the little screw, I'm going to use this time the little frame over here. If I'm not mistaken, we use this extra little piece that they included, and it just simply goes underneath the frame of the GoPro. Right now I'm using a GoPro Hero 3, guys, because you know, that's the current state of the business. I really haven't felt the need to get a new GoPro yet. But if somebody wants to give me a GoPro, wife in the room, I would totally, I would totally use it. I'm gonna switch to the frame, guys. I'm gonna switch to the frames a little bit more comfortable. There we go. I'm gonna attach this guy here. Perfect. Yeah, so you put that little piece at the bottom, and I am going to, perfect. So you just kind of fish this piece through the thingy. There we go. And this one goes, let me see, let me make sure I'm not messing up. There we go, it's this way. And you actually use, it's pretty genius. You actually use the same screw that you use for the GoPro for the frame here for the gimbal. Ooh. I think this is how it goes. Maybe the other way. I think could be the other way. I don't know. We'll figure it out together. So I have my GoPro 3 here, and as I'm putting it here, let's read some of those comments. I'm still in the air on great gimbal. Yeah, not. It's complicated, man. Right now, it all comes down to what type of filming you are going to make. It's tough because there's so many good gimbals out there with so many good features that you could get kind of like wrapped around, oh, but this one does this, but this one does that, but this one does the other thing. And, you know, at the end of the day, all of them are going to give you some really good stabilization. I would just focus on capitalizing on the extra stuff. Like, do I really want to do object tracking? Am I really going to be invested in that? Or do I like the 360 spinning capabilities, for example, or the extension on the Smove Mobile, or the flexibility and the customizable stuff that you can do with the Smooth 4. So there's a lot of things that you can implement. It just, you know, it's hard. Do you ever try to set up a microphone? The DJI Osmo Mobile 2, I did, but it involved using like this rig and cables and adapters, and I'm still trying to get it super nice and less bulky, less catastrophic if I'm walking or using a skateboard. I don't want things like flying out. Manny Manito, you are going to E3. Yes, I am. I am going to E3 with my good friend Dear Gamer and a bunch of friends of ours. Some of them were on the PlayStation Experience vlog. For those of you gamers in here, I've covered PlayStation Experience. I have a playlist with videos from PlayStation Experience that I shot on my gimbal, that I shot on my tripod, that I shot on my phone. And this year we're going to go to E3, followed by VidCon. So I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be vlogging, and I'm going to be doing a couple tips and tricks while on the show floor, which is going to be pretty cool. I'm excited. I think it's just the lighting. I don't think he dyed his hair. No, I haven't dyed my hair yet. No, it's just, my hair's actually a little bit brighter. Like I have some sort of like lighter brown, but the light is hitting me directly now instead of like being this way. You see, it's like in here, it doesn't look as brown, but no man bun. My wife keeps bothering me. She says that I should wear the man bun 100% of the time. What do you guys think? Let me know. I don't think so. I don't know. I'm glad you did, Black Snake. I'm glad you liked the videos. P, just picked up Osmo 2 using with my iPhone 8 Plus. Really good so far, but I'm noticing some stitching issues with panoramas. Is the camera too far from the center? It could be, but also you could lock your exposure. This has helped big time for me. Just lock your exposure. That way as it's moving, it's not trying to blend two different exposures and it might create some weird stitching. I would try that and see if it improves a little bit. If you are starting out, DJI Osmo Mobile, Smooth Q, or Smove Mobile. Smooth Q is a really good vlogging camera and GoPro camera, but so is the Smove Mobile. Now the killer app of the Smove Mobile is that you can extend. Super fun, super useful. And the DJI is the most popular one because they're DJI, of course. If I have to choose, even though the Smooth Q is a little bit less, I go for the value that you get on the Smove Mobile or the DJI Osmo Mobile. The Smove Mobile, sorry, gives you the tripod. It gives you a really nice sleeve, which is the one that I'm using right now. It's kind of nice. That way it's not scratching anything in your bag and whatnot. And it comes with a little mini tripod, which actually I have on my pocket because I was using it earlier today. It's like this little thing in my pocket, and it just expands and it becomes a little tripod. And it fits with any other gimbal. So I'm gonna be attaching it to the Smove Pro. So it's reusable to pretty much anything, and it's very nice. And now the Smove is right here. Look at that, how comfortable is that? Now the GoPro's hanging. But I'm gonna turn this on real quick. What settings do you use for your hyperlapse footage? Typically, guys, on my hyperlapse, I tend to do 1 second intervals for over 5 minutes. And then I just walk very slowly. And the same premise, instead of just walking up and down, I just try to walk bending my knees and trying to kind of like do ninja steps. Yeah, I sure hope so too. Could you wear it in a bun, but then after you have to do the same? That's fair game. Nope. No bun right now. I don't know. I kind of like the hair loose today. You're not the boss of me. You're getting to overlord. You're getting to overlord. Hey, just bought a 3D printer, printed a screw-in loop for my Osmo Mobile 2. Stops you dropping it, and have you seen one? I have seen on Amazon a couple loops, and I'm gonna take my jacket off because it's getting a little warmer here. Hey, Pablo's here. Your stepdad's here.
Pablo?
Saludos, espero que estén bien, los extraño mucho. There he is.
Hola.
This is my wife, guys. Her stepfather is in the stream, so she's like hyped about it. Hey. It was her birthday this week. That's why I have off this whole weekend. And we are playing with gimbals on her day. So let's go ahead and do this. All right. My fiancé says no to man buns. I like her. Laura, she likes the man bun. I kind of like the loose style, especially when you get the wind. I don't know. It makes you feel like
I'm wife. I have authority.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, it's Laura's birthday. Everybody's saying happy birthday. And yes, we speak Spanish. We are originally from Puerto Rico.
Born and raised.
Moved to California about 3 years ago, almost. Yeah. But yeah, Laura, happy birthday. Everybody's saying happy birthday. Mr. John Doe 09. Happy birthday. Your birthday's coming. That's awesome. Yeah, everybody's now saying happy birthday to you. Congratulations. It should be the channel of Laura then, because everybody likes Laura more than they like me. Damn it.
You're so dramatic.
Anytime, Frank. Thank you so much, Frank. I appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. And if you have any more questions, drop them there. We're going to continue to use these Q&As. Let's fire this up, right? So I have the Smove Pro here. I am going to turn it on. The controls are actually very minimalistic. Very cool. You see them over here. And I'm going to press the power button 1, 2, and hold. And this should just light up and kind of like turn up. Let me see how this... I think I forgot to put it in GoPro mode.
You should have
Yeah.
practiced before.
Yeah, I should have practiced before. Let me turn it off again. I think I put it the opposite way though. I think that's why. Oh, no, it worked. It's up. I just have to twist the GoPro the other way because it's facing down. Silly rabbit. There we go.
Tricks are for kids.
All right, there we go. How cool is that? Let's see how we're doing. Whoa, It's trying to find its path. Let me see. Click. Did I do it the right way? I'm not 100% sure if I did it the right way. Let me change the mode. Oh, it's in lock mode. Or could it be this way? Interesting. Oh, yeah, there we go.
You haven't played with that, right?
Not quite yet. This is the first time. I'm just testing it out.
Oh.
I think it goes this way. There we go. This way. Perfect. Cool, cool, cool. So this is the vlogging style rig. And it's kind of cool that they were able to kind of like come up with this design over here. As you can see, it's on right now. I have it on my little tripod and the gimbal's like steady there. And I can use the whole thing to rotate it. Hey, look at that. How cool. But if you're doing GoPro, this is kind of nice because you can just simply attach it over here. And and another really cool thing that it comes with is this little thing. It's like this little gadget, and it's a counterweight. So you can actually put it on the side of the gimbal, depending on the type of GoPro or the type of camera that you have. I'm gonna put it on right now, see if I can throw this whole operation off. Yeah, you see now it's a little bit heavier. So this is probably for like bigger phones. So I definitely wouldn't recommend it for a GoPro. I'm gonna take it off. That way it doesn't go crazy. And it's back to normal. Yay, it's working. Awesome, let's take a look at these comments here real quick. Thanks for the tips. Anytime, Frank, thank you. Happy birthday, wifey, Black Snake. Omar, happy birthday, Laura. Happy birthday, Overlord, says to Laura. I remember your last live. Hey, what's up, baby? How you doing? Only found your channel of a couple days ago, but great work and you're very informative. Thank you so much, John Doe. I appreciate it. We're going to continue to do stuff. And as you can see, my wife is like, you know, totally making me look unprofessional here.
Come on.
This is a family restaurant. Hey, what's up from Zealand, from New Zealand?
I want to go there.
Yeah, I want to go to New Zealand, absolutely. All right, Luis says, hey, EMT, on the Smove 4, how do you pan right or left with no joystick on the gimbal? Fantastic question. Let me power this one down. Can you stop making noises in the background, woman?
I'm eating my Skittles.
Can I have some Skittles? Perfect.
Sorry. Oops.
Can I have Skittles?
No.
Please? We'll open them and give them to me. All right, guys. So here I have the Smove 4. Just to answer Luis's question, I'm going to be using a dummy phone in the meantime because I'm using my iPhone. But his question is, how do you pan left and right? Can you please? How do you pan left and right? Since it doesn't have a joystick, right? So the Smove 4 does not have a joystick like the other gimbals that you can tilt it up left and right and all that fun stuff. So on this one, if I were to turn this guy on, let me balance it out before I continue and answer your question, Luis, because it's very interesting. It's a whole different mind game.
You said you wanted Skittles.
Yeah, she gave me Skittles. Yes. So yes, balanced out a little bit. Let me turn this guy on so you can see it. Boom, perfect. All right. So as you can see, this gimbal does not have the joystick that you would use with a DJI Osmo Mobile to go up, down, left or right. And right now it's on lock mode. So it has this little switch down here. If you put it up, it's right now going to be in panning mode, right? If you do panning mode, it locks its y-axis, but it still pans left and right. If I were to put it in lock mode, and let's say I want to do a time lapse, or I just simply want to slowly rotate it, I'm sitting on a game and I want to, look that way and move the other way, what I honestly do is just simply rotate it this way and just move it with my hand, and then it stays there. That's it. If I am holding it with my hand, I typically do the pan follow mode, which is the top trigger. The top trigger makes it behave super fast. So what I do is that I completely kind of just rotate. Oh, okay, cool, yeah. And then I let it go and then it stays there, as you can see, right? So if I want to look that way, I just press the top trigger. It's divided in two sections. So the top part of the trigger, it enables Bongo Mode, which makes the phone rotate super quick, the top part. So I just simply kind of rotate and then let it go, and then that way it stays fixed where I want it. If I want it to go to the center, I just hold Bongo Mode again at the top, boom, right, boom, and it goes back to the center. It's a little weird. It takes a little bit of time getting used to that because you're so used with other gimbals just to simply press the button and have it rotate. Use the little joystick to have it kind of rotate and maneuver around. But yeah, that is kind of the way it behaves now. AB, I am doing pretty good. I'm tired. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty tired. I've been going to the gym and working very, very hard for the last 107 days in a row. And this weekend I said no more. And I took a break. I didn't go to the gym today or yesterday, and I'm kind of winding it down, but I'm going back at it again this week. Just took a couple days off. Peter Casey, tell us more about yourself. You want outside a gimbal end. Ooh, Peter Casey's getting a little bit more in depth over here. All right, so what can I say? My full name's Eddie Melendez. I am Puerto Rican, 100%, born and raised in the beautiful island of Puerto Rico. That's where I met Laura, which is in the room right now. She just completely checked herself out of the equation there. And I'm a musician. I'm in a band, and I love photography and film. And photography and film came out to me as a need. I'm in a band, and I need somebody to take pictures, but I was so cheap back then that I didn't want to pay anybody. So I started learning to take the photos myself. And then slowly I started making a little bit of money on the side, and it became a thing. But things that I want to do outside of doing gimbal stuff, I mean, I like gaming a lot. So I would like a way to kind of blend them both in a way. I'm not 100% sure. I'm focusing a lot more on gimbals and smartphone filmmaking. But yeah, I would love to do something with gaming at one point. The thing is that there's not enough hours in the day between work, doing gimbal stuff, and then gaming. I haven't finished God of War. I have it here, and I want to play God of War, but I am very, very passionate about making videos and testing these gimbals for you as well. So I'm willing to compromise on that gaming hobby to just expand more on the photography and film. So that's just a little bit. Does it work with Android? Yes. Lexco, yes, it works with Android. All of them do work with Android. You do have to either use their app, but most of them allow you to use any applications outside, like the camera app, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I'm using right now my phone. Straight through YouTube, and you can do the same. You're not limited to. The one caveat about the Smove 4 is that the Smove 4, for some reason, does not work with the buttons on the regular camera app. But the DJI Osmo Mobile, the Smove Mobile, they do. So if you were to just simply go to the native camera app, you can actually use that gimbal and turn on and off and trigger the photos and stuff like that. Let's see. Is there any way to attach the Osmo Mobile to GoPro chest mount? No, that would be amazing, but not that I have seen. If somebody comes up with some sort of rig that you can kind of that has some sort of platform that you can stick it around and keep it in place. That way, as you're going down, it absorbs that impact. That'll be sweet, but I haven't seen that yet. Overlord, after working with my grandpa now for a few days, I still have been relaxing too. Nice. That's awesome, dude. If you use Filmic Pro, watch DJI Osmo Mobile 2 Plus Filmic tutorial by Epic Tutorials on YouTube. It's interesting. Nice. I have used, actually, guys, I'm going to close this window real quick because I'm pretty sure you guys hear that car. It's so loud in here. I did. There we go. So yeah, I have played with Filmic Pro and the DJI Osmo Mobile and pretty much any gimbal. DJI Filmic Pro is a fantastic application. Anybody that's like trying to do filmmaking with their phones or just simply capture a different range of quality, right? Get the quality a little bit higher, a little bit more cinematic styles. Maybe you have lenses and things like that. You can totally leverage Filmic Pro for that. It gives you so many options, higher bit rates for your videos, controlling the shutter speed, right? By tapping, you can control the focus. I've been meaning to do a video on it, but as you can see, I have, a lot of work cut out for myself. I've got the gimbals and I got all that fun stuff. So little by little, we'll definitely get there. I have my workflow video already being edited, and we should be slowly creeping in, but I'm trying to have some fun as well. I know a lot of you want to see a lot of different things happen, but I just also want to not stress about making videos. So I'm definitely going to cover as much as possible with Smove Mobile, Smove 4, DJI Osmo Mobile, now the Smove Pro with GoPros and stuff like that. And also, I can see anamorphic lens by Organic Farmer. I also got the anamorphic lens. I got a wide angle lens. I got the case, and I got the gimbal counterweight to kind of like account for that extra maneuvering, for that extra movement. So I'm definitely going to be covering that as well. My Osmo 2 arrived, and I have my mini Manfrotto tripod. It's freaking awesome. Still a bit confusing to use. Yeah, the Manfrotto, where's my Manfrotto tripod? I have my Manfrotto tripod around here as well. I love that thing. Oh, actually, I'm using it right now. The Manfrotto, you can clamp it underneath. But the Smove Mobile also comes with one of those little tripods, which is this guy. So that's one of the newer additions, and I'm making a video about the new stuff that the new revision of the Smove Mobile comes, but it comes with this tiny little tripod, which is so cute and so useful at the same time. But yes. Let me put it back on the Pro. The Pro is very interesting. I'm super intrigued to play with it because the motors on these things, on this thing, apparently are a little bit stronger than the traditional motors used on the Smove Mobile or any other ones. So for people that have bigger phones or require a little bit different stabilization, those might be a little bit better. Let's see what we got here. Good thing you get a bunch of Osmo Mobile 2 tutorials. More to come. I'm definitely doing a little bit more. I don't want to buy the Karma grip, too expensive. Honestly, I love what GoPro kind of tried to do with that, but you can actually use the GoPro with virtually any gimbal, and I'm going to show you how. Especially if you guys have the Smove. The Smove is very simple. You can either use it with the frame. I have the little frame over here on my Hero 3. But if you're feeling adventurous, you can actually just rock it without it. So let me get it out. And this is the Smove Mobile, newly redesigned. And what I do typically in order to fit the GoPro over here is that I just simply flip. I actually have a video of this on my channel. If you haven't had the opportunity to check it out, go and swing by. But for those of you who have Smove, I'm going to show you, and then I'll switch over to DJI. Why not? We have time. So I'm going to just simply rotate this sideways, like if I was going to use my phone in portrait. And I'm just simply going to clamp the GoPro right there in between, kind of like if it was a phone. I am going to push everything towards this side, so it kind of helps a little bit with counterweighing. It's still going to weigh it down on the one side, but if we click and hold, it should stabilize it. And boom, here we go, guys. And this actually behaves like a camera grip. It literally does the same exact thing in that regard. Now what I do is that I hold it in reverse. So I put my finger on the mode button like if it was, I don't know, like the trigger. So if you press it once, you switch between modes. So right now it's locked. If you press it again, now it does panning lock. And if you press this twice, it's free mode. And then if you want a selfie, you just flip it around. Hey, what's going on, guys? Blah, 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 blah. Take a look at this. And you just flip it around. Yeah. So this is a really cool alternative for people who have GoPros and they want stability as well. This is how you do it with the Osmo, with the Smove Mobile, pardon me. And my favorite thing is that you can stand this sucker and then you lock it in place and you can get some crispy video there. Very, very useful. Power down. Perfect. All right, let's see what we got over here. I know I'm saying so much already, but ever since I found your tutorials and also beard, I've been invested in watching your videos. How's your day, actually? Share Pants, thank you for the compliments on the beard. I do my best to try to keep the beard as good as it can be. I know I could be doing a little bit better, but my day's doing my day's going pretty well. We went yesterday and saw Deadpool 2. I really liked it. What do you guys think of Deadpool? And came back. We're super tired. Woke up later today. Like I haven't slept a full 8 hours in so long. It was kind of nice. I was still a little tired, but we're back. We're back. Dude, did you win that moment contest? No, I did not. I actually didn't even participate, but I was aware of it. Next time to do something like that, I'm definitely gonna rock it out. Omer Tahir Kara says, hi, is there a way to make a preset motion video like the motion time lapse on the DJI Osmo Mobile 2 or an alternative? I don't think you can do a preset on the DJI Osmo Mobile. It's more of like, okay, go and boom, boom. You select your points and you do it. It's a little challenging. There is a preset on the Smooth 4, but not for the points, but for the focusing and zooming in. You can save those presets, which is kind of nice. But yeah, not as it turns out, I haven't seen anything for the DJI Osmo Mobile. That would be nice. Like for example, if you already have like a vlog and you have traditional time lapse that you default to from like top to bottom, left and right, that would be very useful. That's some great feedback that we should all spam DJI for it. DJI, Smooth, Zhiyun, all of them. Hey guys, build better presets. That way we can just boom, press a button and start recording. Absolutely, I totally like that. Let's see what else we got over here. But you can attach it yourself for like the cycling. For cycling, it's kind of hard. I haven't found a really good solution. I know Fayutech makes a gimbal that you can attach to the bicycle and it has its own little 3-axis stabilization there. But using these gimbals for the bicycle, I mean, I've seen people that found ways to kind of like hold this against the handlebar, but I just feel that any small bump will create those vibrations, especially if you have OIS on your smartphone. It might not be the best experience. I don't know. If anybody has a solution for that, now's the time. Drop it there. Let's see. Abishaya, to look for. Not sure how to mount it. Several options. What regular cameras do you have, or do you have perhaps any drones? I do have a Phantom 3 that my good friend Gabo actually gave back to me because I left it in his car last time we met. I do have right now a Canon 60D. It's an old Canon 60D. That's my second camera that I've ever had. I used to have a Canon T2i that I got rid of. That was my very first video camera that I bought for video purposes. And I used to have a channel where I used to do skits when I used to live in Pennsylvania. And I did everything on the T2i. But everything else 100% being done on iPhone, as it turns out. iPhone 7, iPhone 10 right now. Yeah, So yeah, let me go back to this thing and rebuild it. But in the meantime, as I am undoing the GoPro attachment over here on the on the Smove Pro, guys, these S's are getting me so confused. But in the meantime, drop your questions, any type of questions that you have for DJI Osmo Mobile, Smove 4, anything, drop it down below. I have all my gimbals here with me. I even have the Smooth Q under the table. We can totally answer those. So drop them right there. Drop them. But was it Canon in the... Overlord. Yeah, no, if I were to buy a new camera on today's landscape, it'll probably be a Sony. Yo, what up? What up, my boy, Dear Gamer? What's going on, man? Guys, if you are into gaming and you are bored and you don't know what to watch because you're tired of the same nonsense, go and sub to my boy, Dear Gamer over here. He's a good friend of mine. He's the guy that I was talking about at the beginning of the video that's... teaming up with me, and we're going to E3 this year and to VidCon and probably PSX again. Go ahead and check his channel out. You won't regret it. He's doing pretty good stuff, pretty gnarly stuff with Fortnite, with For Honor. He's the master. DG, right now I'm pretty good, man. Just taking a couple days off and recovering. It's Laura's birthday weekend, so we were kind of hanging out. We're gonna go, we saw Deadpool yesterday, and we're gonna go tomorrow to LA and kind of like spend the day there. And yeah, man, hopefully I'll be back in action on Monday with the grind. But I figured in the meantime I'd check in with all the gimbal peeps over here, the fam. And yeah, we were actually talking about you earlier. It's really cool. Yeah, so if any of you are in the LA area and you are either going to E3 or will be going to VidCon or going to be in the vicinity, hit us up. Hit me up on Instagram, and we'll definitely do our best to kind of like check in and create some content and say hi. Absolutely. All right, Joseph. What speed can the Osmo Mobile 2 handle if placed outside a car hood or top? None. I was on a bicycle in Santa Monica, and I felt at times if I was going a little bit faster because of the wind that the shape of the camera will act, you know, like a little propeller, so like a wind stopper, and it will start shaking. So I would say probably after 10-15 miles per hour, you're going to lose stability, hands down. It's definitely not meant for that. I would stick to either GoPros, because now GoPro Hero 6 has in-camera stabilization, and it might actually be a little bit better for that specific thing. Like if you're outside of car doing car shots and stuff like that, having a gimbal like a DJI Osmo Mobile, a Smove Pro, Smove 4 will definitely help you get some crispy shots outside of the vehicle while it's parked, or maybe while you're moving very slowly for some cool slow-mo. But if you're gonna be going full speed ahead, I wouldn't recommend it. It might damage it, you might lose it, your phone might be going flying because of the wind and the pressure. Yeah, if you try it, record it, and let me know how it goes, but I do not recommend it because I don't want your phone to break or something like that. Overlord, I'm waiting to see you with a check mark beside your name, DG. Oh, DG's gonna get verified soon. What speed can the Osmo handle? Okay, Joseph answer that. Thanks for all your tips. Oh, RC, what's going on, RC? Welcome back. Thank you for your tips and knowledge for using the Smove Mobile. Just wanted to know, anyone use it while recording and taking pictures using a Pixel 2? Ooh, that's a great question. I have not used it with a Pixel 2, but I have used it with my iPhone, and I really, really like it. Another reason why I like the Smove Mobile is because just like the DJI Osmo Mobile, it pairs with the actual camera app. And it can be used with Instagram, it can be used with Snapchat, Facebook, and you can record things on the go. So Very, very useful for those things. I wouldn't be surprised if it works the same way on the Google Pixel. But yeah, let me know if that's the way it goes. If you have to use the app 100%, or if you can actually step outside of the app and use whatever you want to use. Steven, new live listener, enjoy your videos. Thank you for your time and knowledge. I appreciate you, Steven. Thank you so much for hanging out. We're just talking gimbals. We have the Smove 4, we have the Smove Pro, full 360 spin, yes. I have the DJI Osmo Mobile there. Guys, right now I have so many gimbals, it's kind of hard to organize everything. I have the Smove Q over here as well, Smove Q. Yeah, crazy. I actually have two of these. I wonder what I should do with the second one. I don't know. Who thinks we should do a giveaway? I've been thinking about doing a giveaway soon, so. Is the Note 8 recommended? The Note 8 is going to be big, but it should be able to get stabilized on the Smove Mobile and on the DJI Osmo Mobile. No problem. Overlord, I don't know everything. I wish I did. But if I did, life would be very boring. Jay Lewis, so does the Smove Mobile support Filmic Pro? The app itself does not, I don't think it supports, I haven't tried it in a while, but last time I did it does not support Filmic, like the buttons and stuff like that. But the new app for Smove Mobile, which I'm actually covering in a video coming up soon, got updated not too long ago, and it allows you to use the little slider on the side over here. So there's a little slider for telephoto and wide. It allows you to switch and alter your focus like the Smove 4, which is actually pretty cool. And it also allows you to alter the exposure, ISO, and all that fun stuff. So, I mean, these guys are definitely swinging for the fences. They're definitely making the necessary moves for their gimbal to compete and stay relevant, and I think they're doing a fantastic job. They're slowly updating and supporting. So yeah, more content on that coming. I'm still gonna do DJI smooth stuff. It's all coming, hands down. It's all coming. I would love to join the giveaway. Yeah. I should do a giveaway. And your favorite is CB Mitchell. Welcome back, man. I always have two gimbals on me, and the Smove Mobile, because it extends, is one that's always on my bag, whether I'm using it or not. If I'm running and gunning and I just boom, 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 I just want to extend and get a quick crane shot or a wider field of view because I'm with someone, I would definitely default to the Smove Mobile. But also thinking ahead, I'm gonna, like for example, tomorrow I'm going to LA and I'm gonna have two phones. I'm gonna have my phone and my wife's phone, so I might be able to multitask. So I'm probably gonna keep the Smove Mobile for the day-to-day vlogging activities, but then I'm also gonna take the DJI Osmo Mobile 2 in order to record motion time lapses and double time it. But if this was right now wasteland and I had to pick one gimbal that fits my specific filming style, which is completely different to yours probably, believe it or not, I would settle for the Smove because I do time lapses and I do filming in 1080p and 60 frames per second, and that's it. I don't use any of the other extra fancy stuff. Active tracking, I rarely use it, so I really don't need it as much as a lot of people. Active tracking is better on this, it's better on the other one. But it's one of those things that if you never use it, why would you consider that gimbal? Oh, it has this, but you never really go out and use that feature, you know what I mean? So for the type of shooting that I do for my videos, I shoot 1080p, 60 frames per second, for me to have the flexibility to do on-the-spot slow-mo. And I do time lapses. Every now and then I'm starting to include vertical shots, which can be done in all gimbals, DJI Osmo Mobile, Smove 4. But yeah, if I had to pick just the one gimbal, I would pick the Smove because I feel it resonates. Since that extension feature is available, it resonates with me a little bit more. Second, if I didn't have the Smove, I would go with the Osmo. Absolutely. Osmo Mobile 2. That's what I would do. Woo! What phone do you prefer right now in terms of filming? Benoit Parent. I'm sorry if I'm messing up your name, but Parent asks, what phone do you prefer right now in terms of filming? So right now, the phone that I'm currently using and I'm loving is the iPhone 10. I am contemplating acquiring an additional phone soon. I don't have a timeline yet. I'm just kind of like seeing what happens in the summer because companies announce things and release things and trying to see what I can get best bang for my buck because I don't also want to go out and buy like a super expensive phone that I'm only going to use for this because my day-to-day activities happen on the iOS platform. But I'm contemplating getting another phone, and I've been eyeballing the OnePlus brand. I've been eyeballing the LGs because some of them are really, really popular as far as like their cameras and stuff like that. And believe it or not, the Sony Xperia phones, some of them are looking pretty good. So I've been contemplating on something like that soon. So this is Visual from India. Hey, what's going on, man? Welcome back. Welcome back. I like what you did with the active track and moving around an object. Osmo 2 did a great job. Yeah, I feel, guys, that software-wise, if you're looking for software, above all, the DJI Osmo Mobile, I feel it has that section locked down on the department of active tracking and all that fun stuff that requires like software algorithms. They do have it locked down. Believe it or not, the active tracking on this one that I just opened is crazy good. I got surprised. I wish they did a couple different updates for the app, but there's ways around that. But the active tracking on this one was pretty solid. The active tracking on the Smove Mobile is not bad at all, but at times where there's like similar objects next to it, it might kind of like, you know, within reason overlap and kind of like lose the focus on that subject. But definitely I have to give it to DJI. They have their software on lockdown. Now, the only challenge with that is, for some reason on the DJI Osmo Mobile, I cannot shoot 4K 60. On the Smove Mobile and on the Smove 4, I can. Now, this is a hypothetical situation in which I'm basing my decision, and a lot of you are, but I just mentioned that I shoot mostly on 1080p 60. So it's one of those things, oh, I love the fact that this gimbal has this and this one doesn't, but am I really going to use it? It's cool to have because it's a valuable thing that it's in your brain. Oh, I got the one with the best features, but if you don't really use it, you know, so we got to be practical in this situation, try to get as close as possible to what's going to make sense to us. That's what I feel. Thank you so much for I'm French, so my French. That's awesome. That's awesome. Welcome, welcome. So, yeah, guys, any other questions that you guys might want to throw at me before we start wrapping it up? We've been hanging out for a week. I got a couple more extra minutes. Last time, I couldn't answer all the questions because I was in a time crunch, but we definitely have some wiggle room here. So, I bought Galaxy S9, which is nice, but the iPhone 10 camera looks better overall according to YouTube comparison videos. I mean, once again, this is all practicality. I've been using the iOS ecosystem all my life. I do like the cameras, but at this point, there's just so many different competitors out there can also give you really good images and really good videos. It all comes down to what makes sense to you as an individual. Whether it's the budget, whether it's the photos, the videos, or the extra things that phone can do for you. I do like the iPhone 10. I do like its camera. I do like Filmic Pro and all the fun stuff that you can do. Jay says, how about if it's your first gimbal and you have no shooting history? What would be your choice? Thanks for all your time and effort and informative. Have a wonderful day tomorrow in LA. Thank you so much, Jay. You guys are so nice. You guys are like the best. If I didn't have any knowledge of gimbals whatsoever, and I'm just trying to put myself in the shoes that I was like 4 or 5 years ago, and I wanted some stability I'm gonna be honest with you. It's so hard, but I would have caught on to the DJI bug, because I feel that DJI is just so big of a company that I'm sure that they probably would have reached out in terms of like their marketing approach to me, and that would have been the one that I would have gone first. And actually, that was my first gimbal, the DJI Osmo Mobile 1. I feel that the Osmo Mobile 2, it's a fantastic option. And if you're the type of person that you just want something for running and gunning, oh, this is great, boom, 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 done. Having said that, if I had somebody knowledgeable to tell me, get this because of that, get that because of this, I would probably, by asking a couple questions and trying to figure out what is it that's most important to you, I would have recommended as well, not instead, but as well, the Smove Mobile. Because of that extension capability. Guys, it's so interesting how when I saw that gimbal for the first time, I saw, oh, this is a selfie stick. And then I started using it and I started seeing the difference in the field of view, and I started thinking of it as a tool for better framing and better angles, it just completely changed my perspective of extension things. Like when I see people with a selfie stick and I can kind of like, I take a second look and I'm like, oh, okay, that is a selfie stick. Okay, dude. But I mean, in reality, when you stop and think about it, they just want to be able to capture the most that they can in that specific moment, you know? Like, who am I to tell somebody, oh, look at this guy with a selfie stick? Like, that's their life. Those are their memories. So it's kind of nice that there's a tool that caters to that type of people. And then I started using it myself, and I do appreciate the fact that it's like having a wider angle lens without the lens. So it's like a little bit you're vlogging and then suddenly you extend, and now, whoa, 2 people can fit next to me, or you can see more. So it all comes down to that context. If you had no gimbal knowledge and you're going in the game, DJI Osmo Mobile will do you no harm. But if you're the type of person that you like to do a little bit more research and compare what's going to be most important to you, and you find out, hey, I'm mostly going to be with my family, going to take landscapes, and I want to be in the shot, then definitely having the extension and this Smove Mobile is gonna make that happen. Let's see. I just started using DJI Osmo Mobile 2. Is it possible to use face tracking setting by setting is up to the selfie camera and then click and change the tracking to the forward-looking camera? As it turns out, Steven, no. I haven't found a way to seamless transition between one and the other one. Like right now, if I wanted to flip the camera on this YouTube Live, I can. There's a button for me to smoothly transition from front facing to rear facing. I don't understand why DJI, Smove, or any other company that makes gimbals, I don't understand why they don't have this feature yet. But that's a good thing because now we can find ways around it. We can use a YouTube app. We can use Snapchat, Instagram. We can use other applications that allow us to switch on the fly and kind of like get what we need to do. Now, this is a little bit challenging because you're also imposing active tracking in the mix. But as it turns out, it does not give you that capability. It would be awesome, though, if you could do that. Is there any glitching problems related to connections after a long shooting session, especially that you might receive calls and notifications that will anything be interrupting during recording? If you're using anything DJI Osmo Mobile, if you're using Smove 4, so far pretty much every gimbal has given me an interruption every time I'm shooting a time lapse or I'm recording video and I get a text and I get a notification for low battery and I get anything at all, recording stops. The only gimbal that I haven't been involved in a situation where my recording stops has been the Smove Mobile. Ironically, this Smove Mobile just did not stop shooting when I received a phone call. Phone call. I haven't received a phone call, but text messages, reminders, things like that. That gimbal hasn't stopped recording. Now, a good way around this, if you have the Smove 4, the DJI Osmo Mobile, is to enable Do Not Disturb, and I turn off cellular always, just in case. just in case. Everything goes to voicemail. I don't get any notifications or anything at all. So I definitely recommend something like that. Boom, boom, boom. And then you'll be able to get that stuff happen. Let's see. By the way, I agree with the practicality of extension. That's why I bought the cheapest monopod on Amazon, a decent small tripod. I feel like it's a perfect compromise. Yeah, that's a great compromise. Whether, for example, if you're using the Smove that has a little tripod at the bottom that will give you a little bit extra, or a monopod, you can definitely compromise on that. Now, take a look at this thing. This thing is huge, guys. This is literally no joke. This is like 1.5 feet right now. Right here is super big. So definitely having this on a backpack is not going to be practical. That's why you can, of course, remove the airplane propellers here. And it's a little bit smaller, but at the end of the day, you still have to carry 2 items, right? So keep in mind that every time you get a gimbal, you need tripod, you need monopod. Those are things that look fine. Oh, I'll be able to carry that. But in the spur of the moment, it's one of those things that only when you are facing that situation, you can only truly kind of like assess and start making adjustments towards what you really want to do, because it's often something that you can do. Oh, I'll take a monopod, I'll take this, I'll take that. But throughout the years of using these gimbals, I want less and as much effective and as much practical as I can get. That way I don't have to detach, grab, stop everybody, you know, like if I'm walking with somebody and stuff like that. So, but totally doable. If you get a small monopod or something like that, you can totally boom, extend, get some really crispy shots. You can contract it, still keep it in the gimbal, and you'll be able to run and gun and go out of your way and without having to go out of your way and stop everybody else. So, Cola, hi, what's up? Elizabeth, hey, what's up, Elizabeth? Besides the extension of the Smove, which would be the second best characteristic of the gimbal for good shots? Of the Smove, let me actually turn this off and turn on the Smove real quick and use my dumb phone. This is the potato phone I use for these demos. There we go. Cool. So I got the dumb phone. I got my Smove. Now for the Smove, besides the extension capability, which is very, very useful, I like the fact that you can rotate this in 90 degrees, so to speak, for portrait orientation. But this can be also used as a transition tool. So let me show you. Let me expand on this. Let me make sure I'm balancing out the Smove Mobile here real quick. A lot of you have the Smove Mobile. That's pretty cool. Should do a Smove shootout meetup thing soon. But yeah, guys, I'm going to turn this guy on and perfect. Right, so having the ability to extend is one of my favorite things because it opens up the field of view. So it's like having an additional foot of distance, right? It's physics. It works. It's fantastic. I like the fact that it has a trigger and I can slowly transition between a panning shot and then I can lock it and go down or up and then I let go and it resumes panning. So for example, it happens a lot. I am walking forward or I am extended and I want to do like a jib shot. It's still kind of not super steady because I am in pan follow mode. It's locked the vertical axis. But for example, if I hold the trigger, doesn't matter what I do, it stays locked in. So I can transition between a crane shot and then let it go and then rotate and follow my subject. So that flexibility of the trigger is something that the Smove, the first DJI Osmo Mobile had, and the second one doesn't have it. Now for filming standpoint, this is very useful. But I also like the fact that now with the little switch over here for zooming in and out with the app, you can actually control the focus, the zoom for any vertigo shots. And you can also use that to change the exposure and ISO. I like that very much. Now you also have the ability, if you press the the trigger and press the mode button at the same time, this thing kind of rotates into portrait. So if you want to do Instagram, Facebook Live, YouTube Live in portrait, Snapchat, you can actually use the record buttons to do that. So it's very, very useful. You can extend it that way. And if you need to go back, you just double click the trigger. Click, click, and bam. Now that works very well if you are doing transitions or things like that, any spin camera shots. You just simply, oh, let's go. And you can combine it. You can move in and have it rotate. And you just grab a portion of that clip and you make it a transition to the other clip. And the other clip, you start it with a rotation and you follow that motion. So that's another really cool thing that I like, is the ability to extend and rotate it. Another thing that I talked about on the 5 reasons why I like this move is that you can flip it to left-handed mode. So if you skate this way instead of the right hand, if you go with this way, you don't have the motor in the way. Now, if you skate this way with the right foot first, you can flip it the other way, and it just simply finds its way. So I like that very, very much. And I'm going to get the tripod back from the Smove Pro. You see, guys, we got so many gimbals that it's getting out of control. It's getting out of control. Perfect. But yeah, now I'm making a video this weekend of 5 reasons why I like the Smove Mobile Part 2. Because they're just updating the packaging. They just updated the packaging. It includes a little tripod that I mentioned. And it also includes the sleeve, and they updated their app. So I feel it's a really good revision. They did a major overhaul on their app, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Pretty happy with it. Well, I have to go, everyone. Have a blessed day, and happy birthday, Laura. Happy birthday, Laura! Thank you, Overlord. Have a good one, man. Now, thanks for your time and for sharing with us. I'm going to play a typical nonsense wrecked. Nice. That's awesome. But I'm actually going to play some games afterwards. It's my day off, so I deserve it. Why not? Do you have a video on vertical method? I am making a video on vertical method this weekend, so stay tuned for that. Steven, I do have a slight comparison on the DJI Osmo Mobile 2 versus the Smove 4, or the 5 reasons why I like the Smove 4. I have that vertical shootout type of thing. Peter Casey, may the wind be always on your back, Overlord. You guys are too much. That's so cool. Thanks. Hope the app of VidCool of Gimbal 2 adds the focus option, since both apps in the Smove and Videotech are kind of slow with updates. Elizabeth, have you tried to use the actual Smove Mobile app instead of the VidCool app? Let me know. If not, try it, because I tried to use the VidCool app and it works, but the Smove Mobile app, I feel it's a little bit better. Check that one out and see if it works. If you had to choose out of Osmo 2 and Smove Mobile, which would you go for best cinematic shots? Osmo 2 and Smove, this one, right? Smove Mobile, which is the one that extends, that now comes with a little tripod in the package. For cinematic shots, I would probably choose the Smove, because it extends, it lets you get lower angles, and yeah, having that extension means that I no longer have to carry a longer monopod, so it stays at the end. So that's what I would do. If you do have the Osmo, you can still make it happen though. It's not like you have to sell it and run out and get a Smove, but if you're like in the market and you're looking for something practical that allows you to get longer distances, a little bit more cinematic stuff, then having the extension is very, very helpful. Greetings from Lebanon. Hey, what's up, Joseph? Is the Z-axis mountable on the Osmo Mobile 2? No, as it turns out, it is not. I know what you're talking about. Is that kind of like the up and down vertical thing that is available for the original Smove Osmo? It is not, as it turns out, but I think there's a way, if you have the original Osmo, to mount a smartphone. I think there's a way on their website. Hello from Australia. Hey, what's going on, Paul? Welcome, welcome. we'll make some videos soon. Absolutely. Guys, if you have any videos with your... Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the beard comment. HSHTG Tech. If you guys have any videos that you've made with DJI Osmo Mobile, Smove Mobile, Smooth 4, all the smooths, please, 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 either on Instagram, tag me or drop me a DM. I would love to check that stuff out. If not, once this video goes published or to the previous video, go ahead and drop your links over there. I would love to check that out and support you guys as well, as just like you're supporting me. I always like to return the favor, but also see what things you're doing with this, right? It's amazing that we can create some really cool shots and movies with our phones. How crazy is that? Look at my reflection on the phone. Saw your short GoPro and Smooth video. Can you elaborate? Yeah, absolutely. You can actually use the Smove Mobile, which is the one that I have right now for smartphones. You can actually add a GoPro to this thing, which is very useful. Let me turn it off real quick. Yeah. And it's very easy. I'm gonna actually do it right here on the camera so you can see. I have a Hero 3 over here, Hero 3 Plus. It's an older Hero, but it works nonetheless. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna twist this clamp into the vertical position. So there we go. And you can mount your GoPro on the top. Just kind of like have it reside there, just like if it was a phone. Make sure you balance this out completely to the opposite direction. Same thing for the grip. You want to push this all the way you can towards the opposite of the motor. And that's it. And as you can see, we have the GoPro mounted. So you can do selfie mode, so to speak, right? So I'm using the GoPro right now, but you have the ability to kind of karma grip it. So you can just flip around and use it that way, right? So I'm doing vlogging. Hey, what's going on, guys? Blah, blah, blah. Take a look at this. And you just simply flip it around, and now you can go karma grip. Now, you can use the trigger with your thumb. I actually use that a lot. So if I want to lock it in place, I don't want it to pan, I just lock it in place. Go up, down, left and right. It's pretty comfy. And I can switch modes between modes just by using my finger, my index finger on the mode button. And I can lock it. That way it's locked in place. I can click it so it's pan follow. Or I can double click it so it's free mode. So that way it kind of follows along all the time. And now we're back. Yeah, so that's how you use a GoPro with the Smove Mobile. Pretty cool stuff. Hey, what's up, John? From Graham, greetings. Thank you for taking the time to hang out. Dude, you got international viewers. Man, I am very blessed to have a lot of people from a lot of different places. I see people here from New Zealand, from Australia, from Guam. Everybody loves it. Everybody loves these gimbals. These things are amazing. They like to capture family shots, cinematic shots, all that good stuff. Yeah, but at the end of the day, guys, drop your links in the description. Look at that. That over there, that is Laura. That is Miss Pokey. That's my wife. Once again, it was a birthday today, and she's actually in that room right now, and she's being funny. I'm from Port. Yeah, slowly, Omar. Slowly, we're growing. But yeah, guys, I think that's the cue for my wife. She wants to go out. We want to do something. It's still her birthday. It's 5:36 in Southern California. So if I didn't get to any of your specific questions, or after the stream you have more questions, give me a like or follow on this video, and then post your question in the comments. Also, you can reach me via Instagram DMs. If you go to Instagram, shoot me a DM. I post stories there constantly as well. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate your time. I'm going to try to keep consistently doing lives. We're going to LA tomorrow, so I'm going to do my best to do a live straight from Los Angeles. Thank you for the birthday wishes for my wife, and for supporting me, and for taking the time to hang out. It's super, super amazing that you guys are helping me out, play with my toys, and exercise my passion. So Last question, Joseph. What do you think about the Evo gimbals? I have seen their ads on the internet. I have personally have not played with them. I would love to though. It seems pretty intense. There's a couple of them that I still would like to test and kind of like do a side-by-side comparison. But I have seen them. I would love to check them out. I'm actually going to email them and see what's up. Hey, Evo, gimbals, can you send me gimbal and we'll talk.